Welcome back, it's Bump 200, and what have we been up to?
We've been measuring.
World's fastest bumper car update. Not with that, obviously that's far too accurate.
But I've taken a further look into the brake situation, and the brake disc of the R6 is just about a handspan. Yeah, and it might work, you know, because that's a little bit more than a handspan. So there we go.
We might get some decent brakes, not that cheap $25 special that I got off Amazon. We'll see.
Could fit it like we fitted the gear shift on the other side, on the side of the engine there.
Just had to drill a hole out a little bit. That's better.
So yeah, something like that, like we did on the other side with the gear shift. I think that could work. Now what we need, of course, is something to brace the front of the bracket to the rear mount, like we did on the other side with our alternator mount. That boy. But of course that's the wrong way around. I did find this, which coincidentally is actually a gear shift lever, but not quite long enough. And then I found this, which is what we'll fabricate it out of. I'm going to try and fabricate it out of this bit, just because it looks kind of cool. If not, this bit will definitely work. We just need a flat bar. Actually what we want is a dead straight line through the other bolt as well. The other good thing about this piece is it's incredibly light. I don't know what it's made out of. It's not plastic. I guess it's aluminium, but I don't know.
Let's get on with it anyway.
Now we have 3 lovely pieces to work with, depending on which works best. I think that's the angle I want the pedals, in which case this boy's got to be under that front bolt. We're going to have to hinge it to the front bolt just to give it the rigidity that we need it to, because otherwise it will just move. Yeah, I think that's where we want everything. That's a decent kind of angle for the pedal. There you go, something like that. So 8mm bolt there, 10mm, 10mm. Just need to hook that up, the bar, to that bolt there. Job's a good one.
And of course, if it isn't, we can always revert to the handlebar.
Yes, that kind of brake lever, if we need to. And there we have it, all kind of rigged up. I'll say rigged in the loosest terms. We're going to need all manner of spacers involved, but we'll work that out when we mount it for real. Talking of which, I have worked out how we're going to extend that. I mean, we could just get a brake line that's the right length, but I just happened to have bought a Motor Guzzi, which has a brake line that goes down here to a connector and then down to a single disc. So there's no real need for this connector, apart from the fact that that's what operates the brake light switch, which is a bit random. Anyway, there we have our extension, our joining unit.
So we should be further destroying the
in order to put some kind of connection here. And then this boy will go back here on the disc. I suppose we better see if the disc will actually fit. I told you it was roughly the right size.
Time for the big ass sockets.
32mm, and yeah, big ass breaker. Yeah. Okay, free and clear, and we might need this. Yeah, this is Well, it goes here, obviously, and it helps mount the caliper. So we'll put that up there. We might need this too, amazingly. So when I replaced the disc, these Allen bolts were a right bastard to get off. I'm hoping they won't be this time around. Last time I had to grind them out, I think. Okay, place your bets. It's tight, isn't it? Yes. Well, I think we'll have to find a slightly smaller one. That's a little bit too close for comfort. Looks like our crappy sprocket might work though, as to mount it to. Whatever it is. And talking of mounting, I guess we better look at where we're going to put the caliper and how we're going to put the caliper. So with this particular caliper, you may have noticed the the pads just flopping about. That's because this front end of the pads fits into that slot on the mounts. I guess that goes around the axle, so that's a good start. Maybe it's a little early in the day to be looking at this. Perhaps we need an axle. Ron. Later on. Ron. Anyway, I think we can use the original disc itself from the go-kart and just use that caliper. We'll have to see if that's even feasible once we get the axle back. Enough of this tomfoolery. What else can we get on with? Well, I suppose while we've got the front end all kind of semi-rigged up, we should probably have a look at the steering column, rod thing, and see if that's all going to work. Well, I still have my doubts. Well, there it is. I think it might work, you know. Amazing. Should probably take some measurements while I'm here, because we're a little bit long at the back. I think we need to cut it back to there and then do our little taper that then fits into here. About an inch, I suppose. Up, take the wheels off again and just modify our bodywork a little bit so that we're not rubbing. Also on this side. Yeah. As you can see, I've roughly marked up the area best I could where we need to modify it. So we're just going to break those little tack weld spots at the bottom, maybe on that edge here as well. And then we're just going to bash it with a hammer and see what happens. And obviously cut out what we need to from the bottom edge of the C-frame. Stage one. Now we've got to grind out that bit on the bottom lip. Well, it's better. Turns out we needed the big guns. We have clearance. So apart from bringing out the big guns, I had to cut couple of slits, as you can see, which aided me in bending that to the right shape. So yeah, we got plenty of turn, no foul. Now I just got to do the same on the other side. Oops. We have a sinking ship. And on that inevitable nightmare, I think we'll call it a day. We have made some progress, significant in many ways, and as you can see, it's kind of back level-ish, which I managed to do single-handedly, I might add. Anyway, thanks for tuning in again. If you thought the video was any good, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe down here. Next time around, we're going to be doing some more interesting stuff, like welding. So please do tune in again, and in the meantime, encourage others to watch my lunacy.